Alright, are y'all ready for this one? This is probably one of the longest, if not the longest level in this whole game.
It's some sort of farm. I bet.
Yeah, what gave it away? The cows and the tractor?
Big dark purveyor's gonna show up totally.
This is a
bugging our farm.
really great level, though. There's so much in it. They just tacked one thing right after another, and it's...
Where are
You know, who says too much of a good thing, right? I mean, they just kept throwing stuff in this level. It does accumulate, however, into my favorite boss battle in the whole game.
I saved you.
And I don't know why. I just really like this one for some reason.
Ineffective. Just being ahead and all.
And clearly she's dreaming here. I'm pretty sure you got that already. If you'll notice, I put her in the Shiro costume.
Oh, how can this be happening?
Which, for those of you who don't know, Shiro was a character from the Japanese manga comic Dead Man Wonderland.
Juliet? Juliet!
Rosalind.
Who?
And here's her younger sister,
Let me
who I
guess.
really like, Rosalind.
Freaking
Rosalind's
runner?
cool.
Hey, Juliet, I came to save you. Something's wrong with this bus. Oh, it's really irritating. Is that a new purse? Wait, it's your boyfriend. He's a decapitated head? Fuck me. That's the coolest thing ever. Ah, I almost hit a bird. Look out.
Rosalind is just wired.
Hi, Rosalind!
Shit! Sorry, it's not my fault. This bus is fucked up. Rosalind, this is Nick. Wow, it's cool. What does the bottom of it look like? Can you see the spine sticking out? Yuck! Awesome! It makes me throw up.
She's nuts, dude. She's completely out of her mind. Gotta love it. You unlock skins when you beat her father's high score. I know I've said it before. I don't know if I ever really explained it fully. But in order to get all of the unlockables, so you can buy them in the shop-to-shop stores, you have to beat her father's high score in every level. The last level we did is, in my opinion, the hardest one to do that in. It's also really hard to do it in level 4, which is the next one we're going to do after this.
I got it all under control.
But the last one especially. And that's the one where you unlock the Cordelia skin. You unlock the Rosalind skin when you beat this one. See? As crazy as a business as their family's in, they're really tight-knit and they really love each other. So it's all good. Gotta love that.
This doesn't seem right.
I guess we should
But the
call
Rosalind
it
skin, I think, looks really, really cool, and I will be using that in one level of the game.
Rosalind must have seen this on my Amazon wish list.
The skin for her mother and her father, I think the one for her dad just looks really silly on her. It just looks really stupid. I'm not going to be using that one more than likely. The Cordelia one's pretty cool,
This is the old bandit.
but there's a lot of other skins, and I've only got maybe 4 levels left of the game.
Crops. The grass. It needs water.
But again, this is the Shiro costume, who was a character from the Japanese manga comic Dead Man Wonderland. And obviously you can tell, you know, anybody
Pretty cool.
that loves games as much as I do can obviously see this game is very Japanese.
Just so happened
Even though it's set in like rural America and most of the characters in it are predominantly white, this game is very Japanese in its style and in its humor.
Creeped out right now.
But you can see, you can tell by Juliet's eyes and her hair and her skin, clearly Shiro was an albino. The whole premise of Dead Man Wonderland, the main character, his name was Ganta Igarashi. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm an American. I can't do any better than that. His name was Ganta Igarashi. And he was a middle schooler.
I can't get it to stop.
And there was an earthquake in Tokyo that demolished like 3/4 of the metropolis, and he lost his entire memory. He was framed for the murder of his classmates and sent to Dead Man Wonderland, which was like a theme park kind of prison. I don't know how else to describe it. It was like a theme park prison. Crazy story. And I actually downloaded it, and it's a 12-part
Wait, no, no, no.
It's a 12-part animated series. Now, usually manga, like in the United States, manga and anime, those two terms are pretty much synonymous. I mean, they mean the same thing. And obviously that's a huge market all over the world. I mean, what was it, 2007, it made $175 million just in the United States alone. Whereas, like in 2008, it did $5.5 billion. It is a huge money-making Japanese market. Very cool. Alright, yeah. God. Okay, sparkle hunting in this level is not difficult. And I'm probably not going to get to it in this video. But there's a part of this level coming up where you can just get sparkle hunting after sparkle hunting and just all in a row. Where they just keep sending enormous waves of attackers after you, and it's really easy to get sparkle hunting in this one. To get the high score. Come on, get it, concentrate. You know, that little mini-game doesn't look difficult, but I still have to concentrate really hard on it. I still screw it up. But apparently, I did download Dead Man Wonderland, and it's really hard to find, it was hard for me anyway, to find a copy of it that had English subtitles. That was the difficult part, and I haven't finished watching the whole thing. The term manga pretty much means comics or cartooning. That's pretty much what it means. And usually, manga stories will start out in comic form, and if they're popular, they'll do an animated series or an animated film about it. Yeah, we're gonna fight a few of these guys in this. Oh, I missed him! You see that? Ugh, he didn't miss me. Yeah, I missed again. See, she's got this thing that she does with her butt that just... it will stun even the biggest zombies. And then all you gotta do is hit him in one... you'll kill him in one shot. Didn't happen here. Hold on a second. Yeah, there it is. If I'd have got that the first time, all I would have had to do was hit him once. This level is so long, I may have to split it into 3 videos. I'm really hoping to not have to do that. See, I just screwed up because I was talking. I'm really hoping I don't have to do that, but I more than likely will. This level just goes on and on and on, and it's fun, but there's so much in it.
But this is seriously creeping me out.
But I've only made it maybe not even 3/4 of the way through Dead Man Wonderland. I'm really enjoying it though. Usually, manga comics usually involve really violent or really sexually explicit subject matter. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And in terms of this story, they really went full-blown with the violence.
The memories of this place are gonna ruin the smell of cow shit.
It's a lot of torture and a lot of very strange story, but you know, if you're like me and you like shit like that, I definitely recommend it. Whoop, whoop, get off, get off. And again, yeah.
Stop it!
I'm actually doing really well with the sparkle hunting, and I don't even need to here. That's a cool move. I need to use that more often. It doesn't do a lot of damage, it just looks really cool.
Chainsaw blaster.
Yeah, and apparently here's a guy that never came over the fence.
Chainsaw blaster.
Okay, finally. I was about to say, what's going on here?
Cut the grass.
What's this then?
Okay, they want you to use the chainsaw blaster here. But if you want, this is a really good spot right here to get sparkle hunting in too, if you're patient and you just wait for them all to climb over the fence. Usually they come at you really slowly. Yeah, there you go. It's another really good spot to get sparkle hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Wait for it again. And boom, there you go.
Your gold.
Definitely. In the next video, hoping I can get this done in 2 videos, but probably not. I will be talking about that story some more. I don't want to, like, you know, just blow the whole thing right here and then have nothing to say about it in the next couple of videos, but I do like this costume, and I'm not going to do all of her anime costumes. I just wanted to make the point that this is obviously a game with Japanese origins, and a lot of the anime costumes they threw in were a great way to advertise their manga stories and animated, because I never would have watched Dead Man Wonderland if it weren't for this game, and I wanted to know what this skin was, you know. I wanted to be able to say something about it in this video, and then I started reading, and I'm going, this is pretty cool. I'm going to check that out. So, pretty good way to advertise their stuff, I think. Ugh, these flying guys suck. But the boss for this level, again, I said it before, I love this boss battle, and this boss is like kind of a folk zombie. We already fought a punk zombie. We already fought kind of a heavy metal drummer zombie. This one's a folk zombie, like a 60s hippie folk zombie. Every boss battle in this game involves some type of musical genre, like a different musical genre for every one. Which is probably why the creators focus so heavily on the music in this game, why it's got such great music.
We could take a couple of zombies and put them in a wrestling ring and make them fight to death and take bets.
That's inhumane, Nick.
It'd be funny.
You really don't need to, but you can slash up these cows too. Just because they're here and in the way. But from what I've seen of Dead Man Wonderland so far, the reason why Shiro wears this, it's like a full body suit with really thick padded gloves, that's because her body is scarred. Her entire body is just scarred all over, because she went through like unspeakable tortures, which eventually drove her to have a split personality. But that's why she's completely covered up and why she wears such thick padded gloves. Alright, keep following this bus. See, pretty cool costume. I like it. Took me a little bit to get used to, but it is pretty cool.
Wait, why is she driving? She's gonna knock your head off.
That would be so sweet. We'd match.
Awesome. Stop. Damn, that was close.
Yep, isn't that romantic? Alright, come on, focus, focus, come on. You know, you can shoot it, but if it gets too close to the bus, it will still do damage, and I think I missed that one. Alright, all good, all good. I spend a lot of time in this level trying to defend this bus. Oh, here we go, here we go.
You're gonna ride a cat.
Try to get them before they take off. These guys fly. No, looks like I took them out so early that I had plenty of time to just stand there and wait for nothing to happen. And again, I love the fact that you have the chainsaw dash, because it doesn't take as long to run through levels anymore.
Who is that?
I don't know. but there's something fishy going on here. Check out that mushroom. Chainsaw death.
Yeah, what do you think's gonna happen?
Cool.
Well, let's cut into it and find out. But I know it's not a spoiler because this is an old game, and you probably wouldn't be watching this if you weren't familiar with this game already.
Where are we?
I'm dizzy, Juliet.
That's kind of a glimpse right there of what the boss is going to look like, but I already said that the boss was like a 60s hippie folk zombie, which means there have to be acid trips in this. So clearly she's tripping on shrooms.
Jesus Christ!
Fighting this weird chicken. Ugh. Come on, get this fucker, come on!
I saw it.
Don't be jealous. I would never.
Alright, tell you what, assuming I can beat this chicken, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right after this. Here we go, get him! Yeah! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Thank you guys so much for watching.